Hey there, I'm John, and welcome to Real Talk Walks. Today, I want to talk to you about something we've all felt, probably more than we care to admit: not feeling ready. You know what I mean. That hesitation before a big move, the voice in your head that says, not yet, you're not good enough, you'll mess this up. It could be anything: a new job, a creative idea, a relationship, even just standing up for yourself. And right when you think, maybe I could do this, that doubt creeps back in, and suddenly you're frozen. But here's what I've learned. Feeling unready doesn't mean you're not unworthy. It means you care. It means what you're facing actually matters. Let me say that again, because it's important. Not feeling ready is often a sign you're on the edge of growth, and growth is rarely comfortable. There's this idea in psychology. It's a tension between your current comfort zone and the version of you that's just beyond it. And your brain, it tries to protect you. Too soon, it says, but really, it's just too new, too unknown. Think about when you learned to swim. At first, the pool looked huge, cold, deep. You dipped a toe in. Maybe you panicked, but now you don't even think about it. And that didn't happen because you were ready. It happened because you showed up anyway. You took one step, then another, then another. Let me tell you about Mel Robbins. In case you don't know her, she's a #1 New York Times bestselling author, award-winning podcast host, and a trusted expert in personal growth with 28 million followers. Before she was inspiring millions, she was overwhelmed: ADHD, anxiety, financial stress. She didn't have a perfect plan. She just had one moment, one tiny push. She started saying, let them. Let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them exclude. And instead of reacting, she said, let me. Let me try. Let me speak. Let me take the step. And over time, those tiny steps became a movement. Not because she waited to feel ready, but because she acted anyway. Same with Tom Brady. Yeah, that Tom Brady. 7-time Super Bowl champ. And even he said there were times, even after winning, that he didn't feel ready for what came next. Think about that. Even at the top, he felt the same nerves, the same uncertainty, but he kept showing up. He kept learning. He kept growing. Because readiness isn't a destination, it's a decision. So what can you do when you feel stuck in that not ready space? First, acknowledge the voice. That I can't do this thought, don't ignore it, but don't believe it either. Second, shrink the moment. Can you take one small action, send one email, read one article? That's a win. That's momentum. Third, reframe it. Instead of saying, I'm not ready, say, I'm learning, I'm preparing, I'm in motion. Fourth, test it. Do a rough draft, a soft launch, a practice run. You don't need perfection, you need a rep. And finally, track your wins. Seriously, write them down. That time you spoke up, that time you hit publish, that time you showed up scared. Every one of those moments, that's proof. Proof that you're becoming ready by doing the thing. Let me share something personal. A while back, I took on a huge new opportunity. I was excited and terrified. Everyone around me seemed more qualified, more confident. I didn't want to mess it up. So I broke it down. One task, one call, one question. Each one made the next feel just a little bit more possible. And when the moment came, I wasn't 100% ready, but I was grounded, and that was enough. And it'll be enough for you too. So here's what I'll leave you with. You might never feel completely ready, but you're not supposed to. Because readiness isn't a feeling, it's a practice. And each time you choose to move forward, each time you take that uncomfortable step, each time you trust yourself to try, you're building something real. So this week, try it. Pick one area you've been waiting on, one thing you've told yourself, not yet. Then take one small step. Not a leap, just a step, and see what happens. Thanks so much for walking with me. If this brought you any clarity or comfort, feel free to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next walk.